we are going to review Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition on PlayStation 4. Let's start with the graphics. The graphics are amazing. Now, it's early days for the PlayStation 4, but comparing it to, comparing it to the PlayStation 3, yeah, of course it's going to blow your socks off. But comparing it to other PlayStation 4 games like, say, Assassin's Creed, holy crap, this game is beautiful. This is the best looking thing I've seen on the PlayStation 4. Not that I've seen a whole lot on the PlayStation 4. Basically, this Rayman Legends called Battlefield 4. This is the best looking thing on the PlayStation 4 that I've seen so far. The sound. The sound is also really good. It's a little weird because there's a speaker in the controller in your hand, and that freaks you out at first. But after a while, it starts to work as a sort of a poor man's surround sound, which is cool, I guess. But it does take a little getting used to. The music is good. They do a decent job of using the music for audio cues, danger alerts, the standard stuff that they do with music. It's not as good as, say, the music in The Last of Us, but it's good. The story is fantastic. It's a really fast-paced, exciting adventure. It's very, very linear, but you can backtrack to earlier sections to complete, challenges and things like that. But it's a very linear story, but it's a good one. Some of the characters will get on your nerves, but mainly because they're actually supposed to. The voice acting is pretty good. I heard some people didn't like some of the voice acting other than Laura's. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought everyone was decent. The gameplay. Now the gameplay is really good. The gameplay is streamlined to a T. Most of Laura's actions she does instinctively kind of on her own, which through some people that I know of, for example, the stealth system in the game is based on whether or not you've been seen by the enemies yet. In other words, Laura always sneaks if no one knows she's there. And once people know she's there, she stops sneaking on her own. There's no button to make her sneak, which is probably what threw some people, because if you're trying to, say, run from one place to another and then get into cover, you can't do that, because if you haven't been seen, you're going to creep and sneak until you have been seen, period. And then once you have been seen, you can't sneak, because basically once you've been seen by anyone, everybody knows you're there. You don't regain stealth in this game. Once they know you're there, that's it. The jig is up and they are coming. So there's that. Also, Laura draws her weapons situationally. If you're in a situation where the best weapon to be using right now is the bow, Laura draws the bow on her own. You can switch to another weapon if you want to, and I often did, but she will draw her weapons situationally. If it's a shotgun board, she's going to draw the shotgun. If it's a pistol board, she's drawing the pistol. It's just that simple. And what else is there? Oh, there's QuickTime events in the game, but the QuickTime events are also streamlined. There are certain buttons that are always used to do certain things in a QuickTime event. Primarily, any QuickTime event that's a melee related is a triangle button. Anything that's like a strength test is a square button. Anything that's, grab onto it is usually the square button. If you're static grabbing onto, say, a line or something, it's always the X button. So you get used to it pretty easily, except that there's, that annoying thing they do where there's some enemies that can only be finished by QuickTime events. Yeah, they do that to you, but only about 3 times in the game. The problem is that the first time is right at the beginning of the game, and then the last 2 times are right at the end. So you play an entire game and forget that they're gonna do that, and then they throw it at you right at the end, which kind of threw me off a little bit. But the QuickTime events are you can deal with them. They don't break the game at all. They're much less annoying than they could be. Ultimately, I had a whole lot of fun playing this game. The final score for this game is 4.5 stars. This is really good. If you've got a next gen system, even if you have a last gen system, you should be playing Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider kicks ass. 4.5 stars.